Hello and welcome back to the Cobalt Cafe. This is Omega Illocution, a superpowered GURPS TTRPG. I'm Luke, the GM. With us today for what might well be the final episode, we've got Terra.
Hey, I'm Tara. I play Is, and I'm opening a can of sparkling water.
Not Wuppas.
Were you gonna say soup?
Nope, it is literally a can of sparkling water.
Sparkling soup. Lovely.
She was about to call it soda.
Leading on to Jermaine's.
Hey, I'm James. I already opened my can of sparkling water,
Yeah,
but
it just opened you.
yeah, but I am playing Garth. Garth the pilot, the only non-meta in this game.
There's been some NPCs.
Well, PC, the only non-meta PC.
Next we've got Z Warrior.
Hey, I'm the warrior. I'm playing Rumbrad, the blood-sucking mist. And let's see if I can manage to die this session.
Let's see. If it's the last one, then someone's got to. Leading on to, this not a coincidence, Everoth.
I am Eberrod, today playing for you David, El Pollo Loco, and this is my sparkling wheat water.
that sounds like beer.
Bread.
Semantics.
Disgusting beer. I like beer, but wheat is just disgusting.
Alright, bread hater. Finally, we've got Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared. I'm playing Chun Yu, the ancient Iranian warrior monk, sort of. And this is my Te
Sounds good.
iced tea.
Ah. Chai Mahai? That's how you ask someone if they want tea in Farsi. I think. That might have been being pranked at the time. Hard to be sure, you know. And
They taught you how to say "I hate you so much, burn and die in a fire" instead.
I hope so.
That's something I would do.
Anyways, so last session, you had a long trip to Antarctica. Very long for some of you. Some of you got there pretty quickly, but then ended up, lost in Antarctica for 3 days. Teamed up, you headed to Plateau Research Station, where Chozon Damdul, the kind of head of this covert group of free thinkers that want to start a place for metahumans. That's where he's been forced to work by the US military on secret Antarctic science stuff. You found him. You caused a distraction. Turned out Major Victory were there, and he is, just a massive prick. Head of the USA's military metas. Kind of huge propaganda tool, also pretty sturdy. You pissed him off.
If Superman was even more of a tool.
Yep. If his day job weren't at the Boston Bugle and it were like Secretary of Defense, you get Major Victory.
Kissinger.
Like, what's his name? McNamara. I'm not sure. A mix between the two. Super evil, anyway. Super powerful. He were ready to kill you. When it's made a little hole to the fairy realm, or at least found one that she could squeak you through with the help of someone who'd been watching you. Another little fairy dude.
And now we were running from the giant face in the sky.
Through what felt like underwater, but was not, and towards an opening where you could see your plane in the distance. And I think we ended right as you stepped out into Arctic ice freeze hideousness.
Next to the plane.
About 100 meters away from it. It's pretty close. Anyone got absolute timing?
Nope.
No.
Quite.
Hell.
Nope.
But we were probably in there for longer than we thought.
HTs, please. It's very cold. At like -5 if you've not got the temperature tolerance down there active.
Or wearing.
Oof. Garth
I
loses
get
FP.
bonuses.
Yeah, okay then.
Well, it's only 100 meters away.
Yep.
Well, I'm in there pretty damn quick.
Mm-hmm. You spot almost immediately that it's extremely iced over.
Doesn't matter.
Lose an FP. Oh, that right, it doesn't matter. When you boop in, you see that your trees have died and all the leaves are on the ground. It's extremely cold in here.
No! No!
It's like a fine layer of frost on just about everything.
Oh god damn.
Garth and Arambre, you're probably arriving at the plane next, along with everyone else, you know.
Yeah.
Arambre would probably be the first, minorly.
My friends, they died.
So yeah, I'll run like almost straight to the plane. Get that thing started up. As far as I know, fucking Major Victory's still flying around.
It's probably been a week.
Yeah, the door's like iced shut as you grab it. It does not open.
Shit. Start chipping away.
What did they do to you? What did the evil bird do?
It has already frozen shut.
Yeah, this whole thing froze over. It's like it's
Then-
been sitting here for like a week.
Leonard and Chan Yu were like hugging each other and rubbing up against each other. Like, David, get in on this, it's cold. Like, yeah, David,
I know Chun Yu's plenty warm.
don't be scared, David.
I think David is still. I'm not sure how long has it been since he was biting the Nazi like a dog that Arambury was dangling.
That would have stopped as soon as you stepped through this exit. I forgot that you were bloodthirsting after a dead Nazi.
So covered in blood, he's gonna step up.
Dead
Just look at
American.
them.
Yeah,
But
I
same
realised
difference.
we were saying Nazi, but I think it was just some hometown
Dead
boy
American.
from Alabama.
Same difference.
He's gonna look at them and then look at his blood-covered self and say, "Are you serious?" Okay, and he gives everyone a hug.
Get in there.
Yeah, I'm just over by the door. I got like my rifle butt, and I'm just like conk, 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 just chipping away at the ice.
You'll get it open, and you'll get inside.
Awesome.
See the frost
will
on
go-
everything.
Yeah, I will go start getting everything warmed up and process of firing up.
All right. Give me.
I actually probably have to grab like a blowtorch and go back outside to the fuel tank and go for a little while.
Definitely. Give me mechanic aeroplane, please. Okay, yeah. You think you can get this thing warmed up and like get the engines turned on in about an hour?
Yeah, I will just be frantically working, and anybody who wants to help, it would probably be greatly appreciated.
I took all my friends' deadness and piled them up and burrowed inside and cried.
Leonard and Cho's on, like, huddling. Are you okay, little one?
Oh, I've probably got like some propane heater or something like that.
You light up a little camping stove here.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's how I do all the cooking. Like, I fire up the little, like, stove.
Meow. Yeah, they
Those
huddle.
two are just huddled around it.
Yep. Oh, David, get in on this.
I'm trembling and hugging them for warmth.
I probably shout, like, grab the blankets from the rooms. The bunks. I don't say rooms, I say bunks.
Yeah, cool.
John,
go
he was
get
going
some.
to concentrate for a few seconds.
Yeah, huh? Whoa. That bike went underneath the aeroplane. There we go.
John Yu is going to warm the area. He's granting himself the temperature control advantage.
Mm-hmm.
A 2-yard radius around him is going 40 degrees Fahrenheit per second, up to 40 degrees Fahrenheit temperature.
That's pretty good. 4 degrees a second. Yeah.
Yep, while he's concentrating.
How big's the
Your
area?
blankets would still be appreciated at 40 Fahrenheit.
Did you get that? How large is the area?
2 meters.
2-yard radius.
Oh, okay.
2-meter
Okay.
radius.
Oh, yeah. This guy's real warm. This guy's warmer than a camping stove. Whoa, bro. Can I, like, get in on that? Let Leonard rub his calluses up on you.
What happened to the bulkheads on my airplane?
The bulkheads.
I got
You moved some things front and back, and it changed the
Oh, so it did.
wing back now to the.
I don't recall doing that.
You moved the body of the plane back to get the motorcycle
Motorcycle.
back. So the plane wing is now on top, and you just need to move the plane wing on the bottom.
Oh, I see.
Now the engine. There you go.
There we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
TY.
But so it takes a couple hours, but we get off the ground.
The plane gets warmed up and the engine's running. You also noticed while you were out there that your skis had snowed in slightly, and they were going to take some digging out. But yeah, that's just another hour's work.
Yeah, well, once those guys are, warm, I'll be like, take shift, dig! We gotta leave. Major Victory is still around here somewhere.
I'll start with the digging. That might warm you up. What do I need to roll for that?
Pretty much just give me. Oh, you've got fancy clothes as well, so.
Could I roll lore to figure out how much time we spent in there?
Yeah, you could start trying to figure it out based on where you went. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a long time. The route he showed you was a shit one, a cheapo route.
How long?
At least a month.
Oh, silly! Major Victory's not here anymore. It's been a month.
Oh, what?
Month? Didn't we had a time limit for this?
It has been only a few minutes.
Shows what you know.
Well, then we gotta go. Help me dig.
I'm on it.
Leonard! Hold this flame against this gas tank because the diesel has turned to jelly.
I'm doing it all right. Fine. Oh, it's cold out here. Jesus.
We could have just
You
gone to
poor-
London.
Naked!
It doesn't mean it's
Like,
not
it's fine.
cold.
Oh,
Great. Let's get out of here.
no, we had to come back to the evil bird.
Alright, it's like, where are we going? Been a goddamn month? Where the hell were we?
Just shrug. I don't know.
we were
what do-
we went through that way. You people don't know anything.
I was just moving David when I meant to be moving Chosen.
How about that other sprite? You know, the one that was actually helpful. Ha.
I think
The
he's
little.
gone.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he took your duct tape and left. He just pointed through the watery place.
Okay.
He only wanted us for a duct.
And I am extremely helpful. I don't know what you're talking about.
There were also definitely a point where you were mechanicking your airplane just now and you needed duct tape and you reached for where you had it and realised you had to go back on the plane and get more.
Yeah, I've got extra rolls on the plane, but. Okay, so we get this thing going, and.
Yeah, you think you can take it off?
Alright, well, let's take off.
Piloting, please. This is going to be a dodgy takeoff. Your runway area is no longer as flat as it was. There's like big snow drifts in the way.
And we all die.
Success by 4, that's pretty good. Yeah, you get off the ground and you get airborne.
It's still like. Chug, 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 chug. It's like any plane takeoff in GTA.
Mm. Yeah.
Rough and not recommended.
Mm-hmm. At least there's no trees or billboards or lampposts or anything.
Cars.
Yeah. Oppressors.
Helicopters shooting at you.
No, at the moment.
Actually, if we've been here a month, I'm really shocked that Major Victory didn't find the plane and just destroy it.
Probably got covered in snow.
He spent like an hour just blasting a hole in the ground where you went through. Like if you went back and looked, there's just a huge crater there. And then he just like flew off directly north, like cursing. Without looking back.
All right, once the thing gets heated up and we're moving again, I'm gonna create 2 new memoriam trees in place of those old.
No!
Oh,
God damn it!
You got tamarindos.
So you create 2 new sentient life forms next to the skeletons of 2 former sentient life forms.
wrapped around.
Wrapped around. Just like,
You're my new friends until you die a horror.
Yeah, they'll come out pretty happy.
I mean, trees eat each other's all the time.
Yep. This is my area. Your children will not survive.
Like, if trees had consciousness, I have a feeling they'd be pretty brutal to one another.
I mean, they kind of already are.
Yeah.
Like, they will already intertwine their root systems, and the stronger one survives.
I'm
Because it
killing
gets
you.
more water.
Trees don't normally they're not able to talk to each other anyway, probably. I don't even know. Well, 2 new trees appear. You like look in the mirror and scream no as it's happening.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
Which direction are you flying?
Probably towards South America, because that was our last known position for a contact.
Alright. You reckon you can head to that last base that you were at that had some fuel reserves? You've definitely got enough to get back to there.
Okay, then we go there.
Chozon's in the cockpit. It's like, do you have radios? a way of getting in touch with anyone.
I point to the wall of radios that, now that I think about it, he probably invented.
Maybe.
Because he's a scientist, right?
Yeah.
Inventor guy.
Smart dude.
Like, and so much of what is on this plane is like tech level 9.
I get you. Mm-hmm. He will run over to some of your tech level 9 comms gear.
And do what?
He's chatting away on it for a bit. Trying to get
James
something.
could probably hear him.
Playing with it. And then he
Oh,
finally starts talking and says, Lamar, is that you? Oh, finally. Yes, I'm alive. No, we went through a place. I think it was a different dimension, world, universe, I don't know.
I think nerds call it a plane.
It's what? Oh, shit. Well, 1 second. And then he flips like some switches and routes it to, like your intercom with the headsets. It's Lamar coming on. It's like,
Go for Garth.
it's fucking Valentine's Day. How have you been gone for 3 months?
You know that little Sprite deal we were traveling with? Well, she managed to save us from major victory, but we went to, I don't fucking know, Fairyland?
Major victory was there.
Yeah, major victory was there.
That explains the response. And obviously Chozon's fine.
Yeah, we got this really ugly dude named Leonard. Got a bit of a speech impediment.
Okay, as long as Chozon's okay.
Oh, Leonard, get out! I'm sorry, I just have to kind of keep up the tradition of being a total dick to Leonard.
Fuck you guys, whatever. My god, like, don't want to use your bathroom anyway. You ever heard of a toilet brush? Fucking skid marks all up the bowl.
The one behind me is actually probably pretty clean.
Well, you need to get to the Pacific. Get to Christmas Island.
Alright, do we have, I don't know, coordinates for Christmas Island?
I think it's technically Christmas Atoll, isn't it?
Christmas Island's like a colloquial. The actual name of the place is Kiritimiti? Kiritimati?
So what you're saying is that we gotta get to Christmas by Valentine.
Just as soon as possible. It's pretty much middle of the Pacific.
I mean, there's a lot of middle of the Pacific.
Yeah, there is. But you'd know where it were. You've got charts with it on.
Oh,
This place.
Can I contact my patron dude just to like, hey, I'm not dead?
You absolutely can. Or you can try. You can see that you've got a bunch of missed attempts at contact on the radio, when you boot it up.
Okay.
It looks like he's been trying to get in touch with you.
I will attempt to get back with him.
So you'd expect that he's going to get back in touch with you soon, now that you've pinged him.
Okay.
Ask Leonard what he did with my baby.
I didn't do shit with your baby.
Wait, which one's the one with the dog?
That's Lamar. Even I know that.
Lamar, where's my baby?
What did you do with the fairy's baby, Lamar? She wants to know. He's like, he says you didn't have a baby.
The I sure as hell did. I was gonna sell him to one of the higher fae.
Wait,
I
what?
think she's talking about Richard's kid. Ignore her.
Not Richard's kid, the other one.
Richard's got a
Oh,
child.
the one.
I
The one who
have
hurts you.
no goddamn clue. Ignore her. It's not important. What is important is that we get to Christmas Island.
How good are you at flying
There's
over
Google
range?
Street View there.
What?
There's Google Street View there. Not in 1969. Which is what year it is. February 14,
1970,
1969.
isn't it now?
No, it was 1968 before.
Ah,
But it's been 3 months.
You're...
If you're us, what number are we thinking right now?
69, dude.
Nice.
Okay. Well, let's start flying. I'll keep an eye on the radio for a ping in.
Alright. New Zealand's probably your best bet, you reckon? You might be able to make it there on the fuel you've got, but it would be very tight. If you went back to the other place, then you'd end up in South America without the fuel to get back to New Zealand.
So, you know when you're running out of fuel in a car and you go into neutral every time you're going downhill?
Mm-hmm. You want to glide.
Can I just get altitude and then kind of just glide
Yes.
for a while?
Uh-huh. Give me a navigation check for a good route. Navigation.
Where is my... There's my character.
Okay, that's good. And then give me a piloting check as well, please. Ride air currents. Oh yeah, what a success. You think you can do it? And you start heading for New Zealand.
That is exactly what I'm doing.
It'll be like a 6-hour flight.
I will also look at everybody the first time I do that and be like, hey guys, don't freak out, but I'm actually purposefully turning the engines off.
He turns around with a bong in his hands and says, "Don't freak out." Then exhales.
It's actually a joint.
Mm.
And I think, yeah, probably. Oh my god, actually, I don't know if I've ever thought about this, but I'll like hold up some marijuana to Is and be like, hey, can you make this?
I can make anything, and then I will coat the entire back end of your plane in weed.
Oh no, this is the
Okay.
bad grass. This is the bad grass. He's gonna reply.
Then it's like,
This is-
Okay.
"Hey, I smell something good through all the shit in here." And then he like steps out of a bunk and he's like, "Oh my god. Sweet Jesus." And he like drops to his knees.
All right. Well, eventually we're gonna need to get to trimming on that.
Way ahead of you. You can see he's got like he found a trash bag and he's just loading it up. Hey, you got any like a shoebox or something? I need to dry this somewhere.
Hey, just
Anyway.
hold it out the window, man.
So do we get to New Zealand?
You're about an hour out when Garth's radio pings back. Garth.
Go for Garth.
Fuck me, you're alive. Perfect. Do you still have
Yeah.
the blood monster with you?
I do.
Perfect. Where are you? You were in Antarctica, weren't you?
Yeah, we're about an hour from New Zealand at the moment, heading to Christmas Island. We got
Perfect.
cargo going up there.
Christmas Island. Pacific nuke place? Why?
Indian Ocean.
Christmas Island's in the Indian Ocean.
No. It is super in the Pacific.
Yeah.
They did a bunch of
Kiri,
nuclear tests.
Type Christmas Island into Google Maps and see where it takes you.
Oh wow! Yeah, I'm actually at Christmas Island, and it's like
I think you're confusing it with something else, Tara,
I,
because this is a place that was continuously inhabited and is not an atoll.
Are you confusing it with Easter Island?
no.
No, I am confusing it with somewhere. Now I am really confused.
I was about to say it.
like I remembered last time you did have
Yeah, no, this in
like
Bikini Atoll.
Adamstown or something. It was one of the. It was one of the string of islands between.
No, it's a thing. I'll find it.
I think it
and
might
give
just
you
be
the correct name.
Kirimati.
Okay.
Kiribati?
Kiribati.
I will keep searching for it, but we can.
Yeah, it's Kiribati.
Also, I just kind of realized by seeing Singapore up there, like just how much sailing they wound up doing in like the second Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Because at one point they were in Singapore. Or the third one.
I can't remember anything that happens in any of them beyond the first one.
I'm pretty. It's you're thinking. I don't know where you got Christmas from, but it's Bikini Atoll.
No, yeah, I remember Bikini Atoll. That's not what I were after. This is something I was looking at earlier, and then I must have got flipped around while I was looking at them, and stuck with a thing I'd flipped to by accident.
Okay. Anyway,
But I am a bit confused now. So good, New Zealand.
Yes, we get to New Zealand. And then we're going to have to fly back over Australia.
No, because you go into the Pacific. You're not going to Christmas Island.
Okay.
You'll be flying northeast from New Zealand.
So, like, to the Cook Islands?
Yeah. Your destination's kind of halfway between New Zealand and Hawaii.
French Polynesia?
Yeah. Alright. I got you some clearance in Auckland if you can make it.
Yeah, we're kind of just floating right now.
And then he'll give you a code to give out, and he'll give you the coordinates of the landing strip.
Excellent. How's she flying, by the way? Like, that cold for 3 months.
You're hearing some weird noises for sure.
All right.
It seems
Damn it.
okay, but could definitely do with a good like engine strip down and rebuild probably.
All right. Well, I will, like, as I'm flying, just write like a short list of just like all the major things that really need to happen to make sure she stays up
All
in
right.
the air.
Let me just make a GM check. Okay, yeah. You reckon it's not that bad, really, potentially. Just stuff you want to check before you actually go. They could be bad things, and you want to be cautious.
Yes, yes. Like, I've kept this thing in the air for, like, 20 years now. And I imagine this is exactly how I've done it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you'd come in for your landing at Auckland. I don't even need a roll for that. They grant you clearance. They give you fuel.
Yeah. Codes and whatnot. Yeah, can I actually request, like, a mechanics team to have them start going over some of that?
You can ask the people at the airport, yeah, and they will oblige.
Excellent. Well, I will give them the list of things I noticed that I want them to check.
Yeah,
and then...
sir, we found all these super high-tech parts on your plane, and we replaced them with functional modern ones.
I'm pretty
No,
sure.
actually, the plane is... This thing's like the DeLorean in Back to the Future. Like, the plane itself is a plane.
Yeah,
It's just got a...
main things are your landing gear. Like, you kind of need new wheels fit into it.
Okay,
And
because I had to skid it in on flats.
yeah, it wrecked them a bit. And then the engines kind of just need oil changes and new coolant and stuff.
Cool. Yeah, have them do that. I'll just do a more thorough inspection. You want a mechanics roll?
Yes, please.
I just don't want you surprising us with your plane crashes. Because it's not working. Because I might have recently sunk your ship.
I think I might be going for revenge.
Yeah, but there might be a bit of worry about that.
Good roll.
Yeah, success by 8.
All right. Ready to fly again. It'll be about another 6-hour journey, you think?
And then the airfield technicians get really confused why one of their landing strips is now covered in weed.
It's New Zealand. They get really pleased when they find all this weed.
I am gonna become known as Garthy Appleweed. I leave weed, a trail of weed in my wake.
Who says after this adventure, I'm sticking with you? I have much more entertaining children to hang out with.
That's fair. And actually, I'm still probably pretty excited to get you off the plane. Anyhow.
Mablad has reached maximum occupancy before its scheduled time, like a little bastard. So we're going to take a quick break right now.
Okay.
We'll be fast. We're back. Okay, so you made a brief stop at New Zealand on your way to the Central Pacific, where, what's his face, Lamar has told you to meet. Chanyu will have been talking for ages with him. You lot as well, kept patched in. They've already started the island. You could just try and land on that if you want, actually. They'll give you more precise coordinates as you get closer, but it's not miles away. Well, it's not thousands of miles away from the place they're sending you at minute.
Okay. So and that's where we were supposed to meet them?
Yeah. So they'll give you more specific coordinates of this other location that on your charts is open ocean,
Okay.
but they assure you is not open ocean.
Great. Well, let's go there then. Any objections?
No, this is it. Chozon looks like excited. This is what we've been waiting for. We're gonna do it. Do you have any kind of electronic warfare equipment countermeasures, Garth?
I actually think it's entirely possible that the answer is yes.
Yeah, I feel like you do. Well, you feel like you should be coming up on this place that they've told you about. You ought to see it win any minute, you know?
I've got the radar jammer, which I'm probably using.
Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, that's a nuisance, that is. That scuppers a lot of plans. Alright. Your patron, your Mossad agent link up BP communicator is beeping.
Go for Garth?
Garth, good, got you. Is the blood thing still on board?
Yes, it is.
Perfect, thanks. And by the way, Garth, thanks for everything. Then he hangs up.
Well, that was ominous.
Mm-hmm. Have you got electronics operation, electronic warfare?
I do.
Your radar jammer starts beeping. Something's trying to target you on radar. Oh shit, cool.
Oh shit. Anybody see anything?
La la la, I have toes. Toes are cute. I like toes.
Have you got radar on the plane as well? If you've got a radar
I don't-
jammer, do you have any radar?
I am not sure if it does. Yeah, I actually don't.
Cool. People could give me vision checks at a like -8.
I'm not paying attention.
Did you make it, Garth, on the nose?
I did, in fact, make it on the nose.
Yeah, you spot it. I reckon you slide that little window open and stick your head out and look back.
Okay.
Tiny, tiny speck on the horizon. Probably like 3 kilometers out.
Like behind us?
Yeah. There's just one of them. Another plane.
We got incoming.
What does that mean?
Incoming.
There is something trying to kill us.
Again, this is so annoying. I hate this bird.
What? Another plane or a meta?
Something tiny. I'm gonna assume a plane because they're trying to radar lock us.
You stick your head out and look back again, Garth, and now you can see what looks a bit like smoke getting closer fast. And then whoosh, a missile shoots past your plane overhead and then explodes in front. There's like a couple of bits of shrapnel bounce off the windscreen harmlessly. Didn't have radar lock on you and it missed by
Shit.
a mile.
Can you explain what you mean by radar lock?
He always
That
says the most
is a
stupid things.
tracking missile fired from a plane from behind us. So what I would like somebody to do is go in back, open up the back door, and get on the gun.
David looks around, then at everybody and says, "I don't know how to shoot."
What's a gun?
You don't have to be real good with it, because it shoots like 100 bullets a second. Just point and shoot.
Leonard steps up and is like, "Move back, assholes." I'm guessing you press some buttons and like the minigun lowers as the ramp comes down or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining. And yeah, I'll also prop the front cannon.
Sick. Your radar starts beeping again.
Great. I will start.
Is it like visible now?
You can give me another vision check if you like, this time at a -6.
I don't see anything.
You would
You're
see
crazy.
you would see the little weird cloud that's getting bigger.
Oh shit! What is the decompressor done? I think if they open the back, I'm gonna go shooting out of it.
It starts getting windy very slowly, so you realise that, and you can fly with enough speed to stay in to grab onto something.
Okay. Well, my strength is 2.
Mm-hmm. This
yeah,
plane
I mean, this
can't
particular
fly that
plane
high,
is. Nor is it particularly fast.
or pressurized.
Yeah,
What do you mean it's
like this was an old
not
jump
particularly
plane. Or an old
pressurized?
Oh, some of the cool new planes, they're actually sealed inside. So when you go up into the higher atmosphere where the air gets thinner.
You catch everyone else's disease that were on board.
Exactly.
Air doesn't get thinner, silly. It's just air.
You can give me a dodge if you like, Garth. There is a missile approaching
Oh, yeah.
fast.
That is, in fact, how does that work? Half plane skill
Half
plus
plane
3?
skill plus handling bonus or penalty.
Oh, well, this is gonna go real well.
Yeah. Sorry.
So that is 15, so 7, 10.
Should we be ready to jump from the plane?
Maybe? Handling -2, so. Alright, well, let's give this a go!
Oh, wow, yeah.
Suck it, Luke!
You can go all out as well. All out, what am I on about? That's not for a... I think you could take all out vehicular dodge maneuvers, though.
Okay.
And I think
That's
you can
what I
spend
will
an
do.
FP as well. How do you dodge? I'm wondering how to manipulate the pitch and roll indicators.
Oh, yeah, I think on this one I probably, like, go up.
At the last minute, yeah.
Everybody strap in!
Leonard suddenly starts shooting, and everyone can see it out the back of the plane in this instance, that jet as it comes and overtakes you briefly.
Oh man, actually, can I roll a piloting roll to like get in behind him real quick?
You could try. He's going a lot faster than you.
Well, yeah, but like if he's overtaking us and we just like went up, can I like come down real quick and
You won't even need to. He's gonna pass above you. He's gonna try and strafe you with his cannon.
ah.
He might. I think, yeah, for cinematic sake, just a couple of, bullet holes through and through on the tips of the wings and
Okay.
maybe through the fuselage, but then he does pop up in front of you. Pulling away fast. It's an F4 Phantom fighter jet.
All right. So,
I create a bunch of plants on its window.
this is just going to be a quick straight up roll. I don't know what all the goddamn modifiers are, but kabloosh! Probably not.
What's the rate of fire on the cannon?
1.
Just one.
So, somebody's got to go reload it now.
Yeah, you miss, unfortunately, but it scares the shit out of him. And also, suddenly there's plants growing on his windscreen.
I gotta roll it.
Yeah, let's see. I'll give you that chance.
There are range penalties, right?
They would be. Range, speed, probably, yeah, no. You'd
So
like
I miss.
a couple of leaves appear on his windscreen, but blow off straight away.
Garth, if you
God.
should die, I wish for you to know that you have taught me much of this world I have found myself in. Should I recover your body, I will bury you gone.
Garth, if you shall die, I've learned nothing.
Give me a vision check, please, Garth. Or anyone looking forward, in fact. Yeah, you see an island. A very small island off in the distance. It looks like there's a bit of volcanic-y activity going on it.
All right. I am just going to like dive straight for it.
Mm-hmm. The plane ahead's turning around and looks like it's gonna make a maneuver to come straight back for you.
He's coming back. I'll like open the hatch behind me and look over, or no, I will look over at Chan Yu and be like, "So how good a shot are you?"
With a bow? Good.
I'll open the hatch. How you feeling, Lucky?
Where's the
You've got one like right next to you that you could lean out of. Oh, there's the full door that had open and you could lean out of. Radar lock warning starts coming up again. You can give me another electronics operation warfare though.
What are the penalties to hit the plane? Size and speed/distance?
So I believe it's SM6. It's the closest range will be like less than 20 meters. But at the minute it's about a kilometer away. A bit over a kilometer. You'll get like around
So you
about...
said its range will be less than 20 meters?
Its range will be less than 20 meters if it makes a pass at this plane similar to the one it did just now.
Okay, exactly offsetting the penalty. Cool.
Its speed will be a lot. Let me double check.
Our speed will be similar, so you just need the difference in speed.
Your speed will be similar in the opposite direction.
Oh, that's very bad.
Well, what is your current velocity, James?
What is my airspeed? Right now, probably the full 114 a second.
Yeah, he's also doing about 140-ish, so the speed penalty is about 200 with... What is that? Where's my sheet? So you're probably looking at like a -12, -13 to hit. Yeah, -13 to be safe.
Because we add the 20-meter range to the 240-meter relative velocity for a total of 200 meters, which is no different. So yeah, Chun Yu will aim the cockpit. That's...
I'm not sure what the penalty to hit the cockpit is.
Oh, it's a bit bigger than a person,
Yeah.
so it should be SM +1, person 2 +2.
Large glass window.
Yeah.
It gives half the vehicle's DR, by the way.
Okay, okay. Half. Perfect. Did I ever get that electronic warfare?
Oh, no, you did not. I'm sorry. I got distracted.
Because someone's drawing a bow out your fucking plane window ready to shoot another plane that's flying at you and shooting missiles at you.
That technology different.
Oh yeah, good roll. Like you press a couple of buttons on the jammer, and a missile just fly. 2 missiles fly straight past you and explode behind. More sidewinders.
Oh my god!
He didn't see you. He's not gonna try and dodge that.
Even if he did see you, like, is that a guy with a bow?
Damage, please.
I mean, it doesn't take much to take out a window, go at those speeds.
Oh, an armor divisor too as well. Oh my god.
You may want to consider velocity.
Yeah.
This is a very, 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 very fast arrow.
And it's
Yeah.
It probably not only takes the pilot, but also bends the whole plane.
That's amazing. Yeah. Then it opens up on the minigun, but you see it if you turn around that it's just spiraling towards the sea. Like, you straight up got that pilot, like, through the face.
I
Just
just
gotta
look
make
over
sure
at
it doesn't
Chun
land on
Yu.
Garth, because then we'll have to carry Garth to defend him for later. 10 minutes.
I just look over at you, Chan Yu, with that dumbfounded disbelief of like, that fucking worked? There is no way that fucking worked.
It was a large target.
Can we land now? It is very loud.
You see David all tied up into the seat, just saying, "We're gonna die!"
Leonard's just screaming like, "Yeehaw!" It's probably more like,
Yeah. I mean, seriously, it fires 100 goddamn bullets a second.
yeah, and I bet it's when there's all them sparks flying out barrel as well.
No, I don't like. Do I see the island?
Yeah, you can see it at the, like,
I'm out.
yeah.
I'm out. There's too much noise. There's too many things happening. I'm out.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably end up landing. Well, like as you drop out the plane, the wind hits you, and you like tumble a bit until you reach, kind of floating speed as the plane blasts off away from you. But you'll end up landing at the same time because of Garth having to circle around. And there's a beach with a few little like Jamesway huts and temporary cabins been built on it. The whole thing at the minute is kind of like black, volcanic, sandy rock.
Ooh.
I find that girl who can make the rocks.
Where'd you head? You said straight to like some little.
The huts. Yeah.
Well, you've been in radio contact with these people as well, so aye. There's people running out to greet the plane as well. And the girl is there. She's out on the beach. Kate.
I just immediately fly into her pocket and go, "Never again! Never again! I'm with you now."
She
Hey.
looks pretty knackered as well.
I just had a random question.
Mm-hmm.
That jet didn't like have Israeli symbols on it, did it?
Maybe. It did.
Your contact just totally tried to murder you.
That son of a bitch. I will call him back. No. Yes. He's gonna know when the pilot doesn't come back anyway.
Garth.
You son of a bitch.
How are you alive, Garth?
My friend with a bow and arrow.
Very funny, Garth.
No, I'm not kidding. It was glorious. He put an arrow right through your pilot.
Well, we were doing this for America. They asked. We're obliging.
Yeah. I can't wait to meet you again. Click.
And then, like, pistol out, shoot the radio or something, probably.
No, that's still a good radio.
Yeah, it's like, I need the radio.
The, the extra one that you only spoke to him on.
Oh, right. Yes, that one will get shot.
You were betrayed by your general, Garth.
No, in the business we call him a handler. He was my handler. And, well, I'ma kill him. But we got some stuff to do first. And then land.
Mm-hmm.
David is adjusting his chicken form out of panic and fear, and so pale when they land. His eyes are like wide, and he's like completely strapped out on his seat.
Alrighty. Lamar's running across the grounds. Mila comes out and she says, "Oh, what have you got there, Kate?" Not Mila.
Mila?
Sarah.
I was gonna say the small child.
No, yeah, Mila's still just a baby. Mila is held by Sarah Dunning, who says, "What's in your pocket, Kate?" It's that fairy thing. Look.
I live here now.
She says, "Okay." Chozon's running down the ramp, hugging Richard and Lamar. Sarah.
Well, that's big ol' happy reunion right there.
He's looking around at the island and like nodding somewhat. Lamar's explaining something about a cargo ship that'll be here tomorrow. And they're discussing several
Where
things.
do we go from now, Garth?
I'll just shrug like, I don't know. Seems to be an interesting little place that Dunning wants to get set up. Maybe stay here for a while.
Richard's turning to you now. I don't mean to eavesdrop, but I was actually hoping to offer you gainful employment to do just that.
Huh. Well, that's fortuitous timing, because my last boss just tried to kill me.
Oh.
Also, stipulation on whatever contract, at some point, I'm going to need to find that guy and end him.
I don't think I want to write murder into your contract, really. That's not what we're going for, but we can look at holiday time, and what you do on private business is yours and your own.
Wonderful, thank you. But yeah, what's the job?
Make sure no one kills us all.
All right. Like,
Kind of temporary head of construction security? Think of it as a security guard for a huge construction site.
well, I think I might be a little overqualified for such a task, but yeah, I'll take the job.
I sincerely hope you are incredibly overqualified for this job. But I worry that you're, in fact, exactly the qualifications we need.
What kind of jovial? Or is it that murder thing?
I worry that we're going to be found rather soon. He kind of points over at the smoke on the horizon from the downed Phantom.
Yeah, I think they know where we're at.
People aren't going to be very happy with us.
No, they are not.
Coconut tree, palm tree, coconut, bananas.
Trees just start appearing out of nowhere. Growing.
Look, one question. Sorry.
One random owl lands on a tree, and then off in the distance there's a poof.
Not just yet. But go on, Eva.
Oh, who was the one that kidnapped me for the job? Guards employment or somebody else that I have never known?
Somebody else? That lady that teleported in? wanted you to stop a nuking in Australia and then told you to find Richard. You've still not heard from her, despite having found Richard a while ago.
Yeah. So after I gather my breath and I come back as a human, I feel a little bit weak from that, but I just look at the island, be fascinated by it, and just see the trees just come up, grab a banana, have a taste, and just continue patrolling, scouting, and enjoying the scenery.
Mm-hmm. It's very bleak at the minute. It is like legit just stone, except for the small patch that's getting big fast where this is.
Corpse flower.
It grows to full size and then slowly blooms. And a few people like gather around it to get away from Arambare's stink because it's slightly more appealing. There are quite a few people here. Like you've seen all the ones you recognise from before, but you'd reckon there's about a good 100 people on this beach in these little temporary dwellings. You also see that all the metahumans from the chateau are here as well.
-1, right?
-1?
The murderer who Chun Yu told to go out and live her life.
Sounds familiar. Yeah.
She is probably in a French prison.
No signs of
Looking down or something.
Shodan or any of those other creepy dudes at the minute. And no mention of them. Does everyone just kind of rest and relax for a day or two? It is Valentine's Day. No, it's not anymore. It's more like February 16th now.
I'll start like working on some form of security.
I'm growing plants until I get exhausted, sleeping in a pocket, and then growing more plants.
I'll also offer a paying contract to our bow and arrow friend. Like, you want to get deputized?
There's a lot of weed.
I have no need of money or other currency, truly. I will stay for a time to protect what has been built here. But then I will go. I have ambitions in the land that is now known as China.
Ah. Well, take all the help I can get right now, so. Get you to China once this is over.
Oh, I had a picture and everything. And I've just been making you look at that ugly plane.
The evil bird.
It doesn't even look much like this anymore because there's big green patches all over the place.
Almost in a little trail as she just ADD flies around the island.
Yeah, it's a line of plants. You can follow it. There's no.
What are you talking about? The way I've been drawing about, yeah, it's like spot here, spot there, spot here, back in pocket, spot here, spot there.
You know, it's based more on where Kate walks while she's asleep in a pocket.
Yeah.
Kate talks to you while you're in a pocket. It's my day off today, which is nice. I've been working like every day shaping this place. They want like really specific stuff. I've been building on the other side of that hill. I'll show you later. Like I've been even making houses now. I'm like really good at it apparently. And she'll show you. She'll like shape a tiny little doll's like a dog house out of stone.
Ooh.
Lamar wants me to do like really big ones. like lots and lots of rooms, like tower blocks.
Oh, I have an idea. On top of that hill, make a giant dick rock.
So the ancient fairy just became a 12-year-old boy?
It sounds like she's maturing.
To be fair, a lot of art, like, from that time period, it did have a lot of nudity.
The 60s.
No, from the time period I came from.
No, yeah, that dude on that mountain with his boner.
But yes, just a giant, I'm like, dick rock.
She like kind of looks around to make sure no one's watching, and she makes a pretty big phallus. Yeah. And she like runs away giggling and blushing.
I giggle too, because it's funny.
Yeah, it's very crude, you know, like perfectly spherical balls and just a big towered dick with a line at the top. It's definitely not realistic.
But yeah, until something happens, if something happens, that I think I'm a pocket fae now.
Pocket fae.
Gotta catch them all?
Pocket fae.
Who's that pocket fae?
Is.
It's just question
It's-
marks every time. You don't know the names. They won't tell us. Well, night would roll around. There's a good fire on the beach. They like barbecuing all sorts of stuff every night, and now they've got fresh vegetables that have just grown out of nowhere.
a lot of weed.
There's so much weed. Like half the people are extremely stoned by 11 p.m.
David would like to have like a request a meeting with what was his name? Sorry,
Shodan?
No, Dunning.
Richard.
Richard.
Yeah.
Yes. Whenever he is free during that time, he is just looking around the island, making sure everything is fine.
Yeah. What's wrong, friend?
Oh, Richard. Nothing. I just been looking around the island and everything seems wonderful. I just wanted to see how is everything going around with you and your wife.
Good. He's pretty stoned as well. You can see. And he's like, I wanted to try and keep this as a surprise for tomorrow, but someone special's coming for you on the cargo ship.
Special. He looks a little bit confused at the whole thing, and after realizing that it's illegal back where he is, but it's okay here, he's just gonna take a drag from the closest being sure.
It's like, no, on the cargo ship tomorrow. Miranda
Oh.
and Erica are on it.
His eyes light up.
They come into the island. I found them. I paid for the passage.
He gives him a big hug and even squeezes him a little bit out of the joy he's feeling. Oh, I haven't seen them in months. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
He's like,
Oh, sorry.
I'm glad you're happy. I want you to stay here, David. It's not safe for you in America.
I know. But that's what I wanted to do. He looks a little bit more serious now before he takes the drag of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
With all due seriousness, and before he lights, he just takes the drug. It says, "I want to help you. You said this place is for metas, right?"
It's for everyone, but specifically, yeah. We're the first country in the world where metahumans won't be forced into servitude.
What you're doing here is amazing, and yes, I would like to help you. But I don't think I would do great here as much as I could help you bringing metas. I will do my best to put my life to risk to bring them safely here if this is what we could do to benefit as much people as possible.
That's definitely something we're going to need to look at. First thing we're going to do is get this place set up so people can actually live here. We think we can have it done in a couple of weeks. By next month, we'll be able to start bringing in refugees.
You can have my hand on that. And in everything you need, Richard. I'll love to help.
He, like, grabs your hand, we both are his, you know, to, like, shake and bring you in for a hug.
Hugs him back, but this time not as painful.
Yeah, so at some point, I want to steal Rock Girl.
Stealer. Sounds illegal.
And-
This place technically doesn't have laws right now, but...
Well, I want to grab her and have her come with me to
Mhm.
build fortifications.
That sounds fun. Like castles.
I was thinking something a little more discreet, like bunker slits and stuff that's harder to hit. Like I want to prep up this beach so they can't storm it. I want to be a bit underground so bombing runs won't work. I want a nice underground hole where everybody can hole up.
You want holes? She makes a hole. He explaining all these military specifications to a little girl, and she's just like, like as you're demanding it in like drill sergeant style.
Do you know what'd be
She's just like,
funny to go in that hole?
Like that.
Okay, I will sigh and grab a piece of paper and like start drawing things out like in kind of basic.
She's like, oh, and then suddenly the ground sinks and a wall forms in front of you, goes over above you. You've got, you know, the little window for looking out of.
Yeah, do you want like a strategy or a tactics roll?
Oh yeah, I'd love a if you've got strategy beach or
There's some sort of a military fortification engineer specialty.
oh yeah, even that if you've got it.
Shit, I don't think so. I think
But I'll take strategy and tactics, and like a land/amphibious strategy or something.
Engineer combat.
Combat engineer. Yeah, of course that's a skill.
right. Okay, so pop fortifications aren't great.
No, but you get quite a few and bashed out, and it's definitely better than no fortifications.
That's fair.
And
But really, the big thing is like I want like an evacuation hole, like someplace where all these people can,
okay, yeah,
like instead of having to defend them, like we can just kill everybody.
mm-hmm.
Like get in the hole. Anybody that you see that isn't us, kill them.
Helm's Deep it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I thought you went dark there when you said we can just kill everybody.
Yeah, put him in the hole, kill him, job's done. it's the Spetsnaz style, like, you know, the Russian special forces mode of operations. Movie theater taken hostage, gas everybody. Definitely get the terrorists if you just gas everybody. Okay, so I'm already on Russia's wanted list. I'm on everyone's wanted list. I'm kind of a badass. Russia just took me off the wanted list for that. Alright. Anyone else would like a scene this evening? Going once? Going twice. The morning rolls around. People are, you know, like outside brushing the teeth, camping style. There's a bit of a festival atmosphere. Still, a few people are hungover, a few people are stone-overed. People who aren't used to smoking as much as Leonard did in his youth. In the 1920s.
That have we got his powers.
This is like the late '60s.
There is a 10 or 15-foot tree man standing at the top of the mountain, like doing like hip hands on the hips, looking
Yep.
like
The sun rises over Tree Man. And you can see a huge boat coming in the distance. One of them super container style things that there's probably like 2 of that exist at the minute in the world.
Totally off topic. Fresh water?
We've been working on that. Yes. There was someone quite useful we had here. No, what am I on about? Fresh water. I think they've got a well. Filtration systems.
Okay.
I think at the minute they filter in seawater with something that they brought with them. Yeah. Not great freshwater capabilities right this second.
Okay.
There's a lot coming on that ship. For now, here's a bottle.
Well, more just a
What are all
concern
these
about
plants?
long-term survival.
Concern for Tree Man.
No, fuck Tree Man. I'm concerned about all of these people who, are gonna need fresh water.
No, there's all these plants competing for it as well.
We need somebody that can control the weather. You got one of those?
No, but we know a few people that we're trying to get in touch with. And there's desalination equipment, industrial desalination equipment coming on that container ship that will see us through for at least a few thousand population.
Few thousand. You think this place is gonna get that big, huh?
I hope so. Really, I do. Although I worry that the bigger it gets, the just better an opportunity it is for a massacre by someone like the USA. But that's part of our strategy.
But if it's a place full of metas...
Exactly. That is entirely our strategy. You'd have to be crazy to attack this place. If we're all unified in a single goal of freedom, and they come with their jackboots to take it away.
Yep. Well, I guess I'm here for the long haul, so...
David mentioned that he'd be interested in helping get people back to the island. People who need help. Help? Do you think that would be something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, but I mean, as long as there's a place to come back to.
Mm-hmm.
I have been in the air for quite some time. Maybe a little time on the ground ain't so bad.
It's because David's going into it.
Shh.
Need crutch
Nah,
material.
I think it literally is like, hey, look, somewhere where I can be that not everybody wants to kill me.
Yeah. Somewhere where you can stay more than 24 hours without having to worry about the CIA rolling up and trying to shoot you.
Yeah, exactly.
So not Latin America.
No. I'll avoid that place like the plague.
Political. So the container ship gets a bit offshore. Stuff starts getting ferried. In fact, no, I think there's a long pier that's been made especially for this. And yeah, stuff starts getting unloaded.
Awesome.
After a while, a couple of people appear on the pier. I feel like there's
Couple
probably
of people.
someone waiting to greet him.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'll probably go up there.
This is You're like at the pier watching stuff get unloaded, and there's a woman with a toddler there, stepping off and looking around.
David rushes.
Who are they? Miranda and Erica?
She sees you rushing, and she's like, David! And then the toddler
Oh,
starts
Miranda!
shouting, Daddy! Daddy!
David rushes, holds both of them, and lifts them off, and they start spinning, laughing, kind of like with a sparkly thing. Says he's so happy to see them. Finally.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they are very happy too. She's like kissing you all over your face.
He's crying. He almost thought that he was not gonna see them again, especially after the laser.
Yeah, she's like patting you up and down, and then she feels the scar on your chest, and she's like, she slaps you. She's like, you could have died. You called once. In 6 months. You disappeared.
long?
You took a piss on an airplane.
I
Going
I
on
know.
vacation. You disappeared.
Yeah, and more than once, but that's another story for later. I'm just happy that you're both. I can say, welcome home. He kind of like to show them the area, starts talking about the experience and tell them how things are working out. That he's planning for all of them to move there and yada yada yada.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Apparently, like the day before Richard got in touch with her, a bunch of scary government men showed up at the house looking for you.
What else?
Your next door neighbour's been coming on to her right strong, but she's been denying his advances as usual. Chad is his name.
What?
Chad Neighbourman.
Jacob? Oh no, that's not his friend then. That's the other neighbor.
Oh no, yeah, you've got your friend Jacob as well. I forgot about Jacob. Yeah, no, Jacob's good.
Oh, okay. Maybe Jacob's gonna deal with him.
Yeah, Jacob's gonna knock Chad's teeth in for you.
He's a good friend.
Erica's talking a fair bit. She's like, Daddy, there was a scary man on the boat.
Scary man.
Oh, yeah, Miranda says. This chef was really creepy. There was a cook on the boat, and he was just super, super creepy. We didn't like him, did we, Erica? And she's like, no. Creepy man.
I see. Why don't you girls have a stay away from the grass? Just enjoy the rest of the idea of the island. Just stay away from the grass. Okay, I'm gonna see something.
Alrighty.
Yeah, he's gonna see Richard about this creepy cook.
Yeah, well, Richard will say, oh, okay. I'll definitely find out who are the cooks on the boat and see if they're on land now.
Why wouldn't they be on land? Did they make other stops on the way?
No, but some of the people aren't coming from that boat. They'll be sailing that ship elsewhere.
Just let me know. I have a bad feeling about this.
And then suddenly there's you hear Miranda and Erica screaming.
God damn it. I'll be right back.
Everyone.
No, wait,
hears
send
this.
help.
It's open.
So I hear screaming as well.
Yep. There's quite
I
a few
go
people
to
out and
source of
about.
screaming.
Yeah, you're all nearby. You can all turn and see source of screaming. Miranda's holding Erica, but then a creepy guy has grabbed Miranda and he's holding a cleaver to her throat.
Chicken time.
And he's pointing at you, David.
Sorry, I was not expecting that face.
Yeah, I found you, chicken. Finally. And he's pointed at you as he holds the cleaver against. I keep forgetting her fucking name. Miranda's neck.
I'll just, I say, try to shake it. I'll say, "Do not touch her, peacock."
He's like, one step and her head comes clean off.
He's not moving.
Erica's crying, wailing her head off. She's like down at Miranda's knees, and Chef kicks her to the ground. She like lands and suddenly stops crying.
He is far away from her, right?
You could get there in one turn.
I am going to super effort drop kick him on the chest, just to push him as far away as possible before I deal with him.
Yeah, go for it. He's in a grapple right now.
I
It'll
thought
be,
he was not holding anyone.
No, he's grabbing Miranda. Oh no, he did let go briefly. So yeah, you could run and try for it. You'd be versus
Super effort.
9
Okay.
because it's the move and attack. Oh. So you just miss. Turn order. Alright, yeah, you'll need a token on the page.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
That face is gonna haunt me.
Google searching creepy chef did not disappoint.
Yeah. That is horrendous.
I need to make sure it represents the right character.
Since I did not connect, do I still lose the fatigue?
Yeah, you will still lose a fatigue.
Got it.
Everyone else just observing at minute.
I'm in a pocket somewhere. I don't, unless she's right there.
She is.
You heard the children crying.
Yeah, everyone's there. They were a scream that woke you up. And Kate's like screamed as well. She's like, ah, scary man. But Garth, you just saw David try and drop kick him.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and start with that. About how far away am I?
20 meters.
And he's now got her like on her knees with the knife to her.
He just kicked the child to the ground in front of him. Miranda, who is the adult, is stood next to him, but he could turn and swing at her now, which is what he said he'd do if anyone moved.
All right. Well, I will.
Back.
I'll drill him.
Hot.
Yeah. ROF 3 at a total of a -4. Gunslinger. 2 hits.
1 hit. He whirls at you as you shoot at him. Ouch. Torso. Hits the vitals. He like stands still.
Everoth's solo boss falls to the ground dead.
Coughs up a bit of blood, but he's still stood there. David?
Oh, no,
Sorry, you might need
me
to
and
add-
we
Throw,
rolled in later because we were thinking this was just Ever.
David.
I want to use acrobatics to toss myself over Maria's body.
Yeah, you'd need to stand up anyway, so I'll allow it. It's acrobatics -6 because your drop kick left you on the ground.
Can I use
I think you might
all
have-
out to?
You might have the technique if you've got acrobatic stand-in techniques.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you can just roll Wrestle God then.
Okay. Success critical.
Yep,
God damn.
you spring up and put yourself between Miranda and the chef.
I warp her body with my arms, wings, to protect her.
Wrap.
Wrap. Thank you.
Close.
Not sure what I said.
You said warp her body, which,
Boop. That's what Z Warrior.
ow.
That's what Trent does to people.
Warp rep. I'm sorry.
It's
There's a terrifying looking man.
yep.
I am
Holding a knife, stood over a child.
gonna grow a bunch of plants around his face. So it's what, minus what for face?
-5.
Right.
Good thing he ate a watermelon seed.
I mean, it could sprout up from the ground or whatever.
His eyebrows in his ears, his mustache. Oof. Plants sprout up in your face. You have to like.
God,
slap
I've been
it out
rolling
your way.
shit today.
That's
Oh well.
not a good one, no. He's up. He points his finger at you, Garth. And you suddenly feel a searing heat against your chest.
Ouch.
4 burning damage to the torso, bypasses any DR. And as he points at you, he screams, "Cook for me!"
Shit. It's a meta cook.
I can cook anything I can see without touching it. Chenyu. Oh, he also like takes he hops back. He does a backflip, and like puts his knife out.
Are we on the boat?
No, this is
Or what?
happening like on the beach. There's a circle of people kind of watching.
Okay, Sean, you will.
I can take us to a quick battle map. That's super easy since it's already set up and everything.
We gotta do turn order again.
Oh yeah, that's some fucking bullshit. In fact, don't bother. 1 second. Let me just grab this and let us go back to that page. And then I'll just do this. Got a nice island border to this battle map. Trying to adjust the wrong page's settings. Grid enabled. Type hex horizontal. Euclidean. 1 grid cell is not 1 meter. No, oh my god, Lord. Big enough. So he's there. Miranda's there. David jumped in front. He did a backflip back. And
So is it still 20 meters?
yeah,
Or is it 6?
still 20 meters.
Okay.
There's a like an esoteric circle in this area. Everything outside of there is 20 meters away. There you go. Plus 15 meters says it
So yeah,
perfectly.
Sean Yu grabs his bow, and it is Garth.
Unless Arambare's about, I know Z Warrior had a rough day. He might well be asleep and just eavesdropping. Blood monster.
I'm here, but I remember Ace kind of walking around the island.
Oh, okay, you're off at the other side. You just smelt blood Loose blood. Making his way back.
Finders keepers.
Just hear a Ramboret scream. That's my blood! Bags that blood! So Garth, you shot this guy, but he still looks pretty spry. Looks like you got him right in the lung as well, and he's still stood up even though there's blood spurting out of his filthy mouth.
Son of a bitch. Shot some more. Didn't do a lot.
Alright, David.
I'm gonna. With them, I want to move as far away as I can.
Alright. So
Not sure how much I can with my movement of.
you'd have to grab Miranda and Erica on this turn. But as you
I'll do
reach to grab Erica, you see that something's happening to her. And she's kind of shaking and sweating, and you can see every muscle on her body bulging like Gohan when he's a little toddler. And then there's a...
I'll hold them close and I'll. Oh dear.
Did she just lay an egg?
No,
Think
she
he's
transforms into some kind of chicken. She's still toddler-sized, but there's fire coming out of her head, and she's got devil-like horns.
I'll definitely keep moving them away from here.
You are blasted away as she transforms. Let's see.
So
What's your
back
strength
to the
right
cab?
now?
So I drop them and I go back into the chef, or how does it work?
What's your strength?
My strength right now. Oh wait, chicken. 30.
30. Okay, so you're only knocked back 1 yard. You can roll me Wrestle God to try and keep hold of Miranda, because she's about to get blown back quite far.
I'll hold her.
You managed to keep hold of her.
I cover her with my wings.
Alright. And you're up.
I take the plants off of my face.
You could have done that on last turn as well. So you could try
Yeah,
again for his now.
help.
Yeah, but it weren't too bad.
Okay. Face. God damn it. Okay.
Wow. Unlucky.
It's either I'm really on a game where I'm getting like sixes the entire time, or it's like this.
He's pointing his finger at you again, Garth. You can try and dodge out or his way if you like. You are at a -2 because of its low signature. Then he shouts, "Cook for me."
I'm sorry, who's this?
The chef's pointing his finger at you again. He burnt
Oh,
your
okay.
chest last time.
Yes, yes.
You can dodge, but it's at -2 because it's got a low signature.
I can't dodge.
Ooh. Only 2 burning damage to the torso, bypassing DR once again.
I'm on my ass.
Really?
Did you read underneath it?
Oh, I see. Oof, yeah. So yeah, you feel like your chest burn away. You feel your skin blistering underneath your armor. You can smell your own skin cooking. It's very gross. And he's also...
I'm still not under 10 HP.
Well, it's like someone's pressed an iron against you. He's also going to step and try and attack you, David.
Bring it.
Oh, that's just on the nose a hit.
I don't think I see him because my back is turned to him.
No,
No.
You're facing him right now.
Success.
Oh. Chen Yu.
So we both move up. No, sorry. We both move back.
I already moved you.
Okay.
Chan Yu. He will try to fast.
You broke up a bit for me, but I'm guessing I'll see a roll shortly.
Fast draw.
Okay, yeah, the guy's normal size is the weirder, but he's gonna shoot the cook.
Alright.
Vitals?
Mm-hmm. You can try it a -2. Oh, on the nose. He like snaps backwards and your arrow goes over in Matrix style and he's like
Quite the limbo given that I was going for vitals.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Matrix style. Alright. Demon form Erica. Whoops, that's David. He's gonna go in for a grapple. And she succeeds. Garth. So there's a tiny little chicken girl, grabs his leg and starts climbing up his body, pecking at him as she goes.
Alright, well, before she gets up too high, I will blast at him again.
Torso?
Yeah? Is that gonna hit her?
Only if you miss. And only potentially if you miss. How many shots were that?
1 hit with 3.
2 missed. You shoot that child in the back twice.
God damn it!
But the bullets seem to bounce off her harmlessly. Well, show me damage, actually. Show me 3 damages. Because he failed his dodge. Yeah. Any armor divisor?
No.
Yeah, they bounce off her harmlessly.
Garth!
You do poke a bit of a hole in him, though. David, you're a bit... Garth just shot your daughter. Twice.
He looks at you with this face. Discord. Yeah, he's angry. Am I able to... she's grappled.
Yeah, you can still hit him, though.
No, but I need to get her off. So I'm gonna move her away once more, just so that I can go back and fight.
Yeah. If you do
As
your
much
full
as I can.
move, you would end up, like, 15 meters away.
Yeah, I just want to leave her there.
Okay. Whoop.
So I only have to worry about one person.
It's
That's
Europe.
Okie day. I'm gonna look at her and go, Could you sink him to my little rock friend?
Mm-hmm. Are you doing anything while you say that?
I'm going to create a plant monster behind him to just be distraction.
Push him into a hole.
Just be a distraction
Mm-hmm.
while there's a hole opening up beneath him.
Perfect thing, though, to do, really. Prevent dodge and retreats. Plant monster behind him.
Yep.
He's gonna try and break 3 from the grapple. And he didn't manage to get her off him. He grabs your daughter and like strains to pull her off his leg, but she holds on tight with her chicken talons. Chanyu.
Sean, you will and shoot again. I accidentally clicked to shoot first, so I have to do that one first.
Yeah. Oh, dodge attempt. You've hit. This were vitals, right?
That was vitals again.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, same penalty.
Yep. Gotcha. Armor Divisor 2. Alrighty. He's got an arrow sticking out of him. He coughs up a big blood spurt as it goes through. Your baby turns and looks at Garth. And then just goes like, and leaps off towards you, Garth. Your turn. There's a demon baby sprinting towards you.
There really is. Garth is gonna take a chance. How close did she get?
She's closed off the distance. She's still 7 meters away.
Oh, I can move 8. I want to jump over.
Alright. I'll need an evade if you go in directly past her. DX
How does that work?
-2, I think it is, because you go in like right over her.
Can I spend FP to make that better?
Probably. I could have been Googling this all the time. 374. Basic 374. This is defense. Nope, that's just defense rolls. You bastard. But yeah, I'll allow it.
Alright, 1 FP for a +2 or +1?
+2. So, to offset the penalty of evading.
Guess it wouldn't have mattered.
Let's try 368. And yep, you managed to jump over her. Here we go. Aha, it's actually -5 if your foe is standing up.
But she's a baby.
Yeah, so -2 if your foe is kneeling. She's a baby. Perfect.
She's
I
2.
I succeed.
Yep, you do. Alright.
Alright.
Anything else or
There's
just a
that.
move?
I might as well plug him 3 more times.
Uh-huh, so he would be...
As long as he's not into plugging.
6
Oh,
plus
God.
7 is 13 meters away from you at minute. +2, 15 meters.
He was 20, and then I moved 8, so he'd be 12.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. We'll do it that way.
Okay, so -4. -4 +2. So this is. No, -4 plus 2. This is -4. One hit.
You've hit him. Yep. Torso. No armor divisor. That one just pings off him. David. You could do a moving attack versus him. Oh, you're going for your daughter. Yeah, that makes sense too.
My daughter. I want to like run to her and just like grab her on my arms. Kind of like just. I try to calm her down.
Yep, it'll take an attack roll, and you'll be versus a 9 because of the moving attack.
So look. Yes!
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Father love!
You scoop her up.
Critical father love.
Her eyes are
Actually, that would have been a versus 9, so.
not a crit, but good enough. Yes. Ooh.
Did
Kate,
she create a hole?
she started rubbing her hands together and concentrating.
All right, then I'm going to have the thing make its normal screaming noise, and then like just whack him in the back of the head, not like actually damage, but just like flail like.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need a roll for that?
No.
Or I'll roll anyway.
He turns and swings at the plants, kind of chops at a leaf, takes a jump back, and he's gonna go for your face. Nice. You don't get to dodge, I'm afraid. Ooh, back up the crit. What did I get? An 11. 11. Rubbish.
Straight damage.
Yeah, it's moving attack.
5 damage to your face, burning.
Ow!
It's like someone's held
I
an
am
iron to it.
6 HP now.
Junyu.
You might be surprised to hear what Chan Yu.
Without a misclick. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was.
You
Fast,
hit.
but I would have succeeded.
I figured. Sticks him. Oh no. He's looking a bit flimsy now. But he's still stood up. She's gonna struggle.
He now has real love handles. 2 arrows.
Did that appear yet? Did I just roll another 4? Or is that... Yeah. So, your daughter's trying to break free. You're going to need to roll real good to keep her held, or you can use super strength and guarantee it, David.
Super effort.
Alright, it'll cost you an FP, but you managed to hold on to her. Garth.
I drop my now empty pistol, and I draw the other pistol. M. Thord. And,
Just made the sword one. There is a rule where you're at -2 for... Oh, are you ambidextrous?
I am.
Good.
Or no, offhand weapon training, katana.
Perfect.
And then we'll go ROF3 to the torso. Oh, and I'm sorry, I'm running at him.
Mhm. So you'll now
So
be like 4 meters away.
4 meters away. Okay.
May as well put you like actually 4 meters away now.
Okay.
That'll do.
-2, -4. So this is a total of -2. I guess I will go for vitals. So this is a total of -4. 5.
Mhm.
Oh. 2 hits.
Both hit. His dodge is shit right now. To the vitals as well.
Yes. Oh, and I forgot to mark it, but those should be
Another hit.
armor reduction 2.
Oh, it's armor divisor as well. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. He is dead. You've killed him. He's like 2 hits right in the heart. And he's just grinning at you, knife in hand. And then
the
suddenly,
plant monster pushes him into the newly formed hole.
yeah, like a perfectly sized grave appears behind him that the plant monster pushes him into.
Well, that's efficient.
Your daughter's like, Baka! Baka! Ah! Posing in your arms as she wriggles.
I'll try to calm her down, as I know this is because of fear and stress.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Give me an IQ roll, please.
Sure. Nope.
Yeah, no, you're rocking her, but she's like thrashing around a bit. It takes a couple of minutes, but eventually she's just like panting, like and then she turns back into regular Erica.
I'll give her a hug and bring her to her mom as I slowly go back myself into human form. As I look at her and I just pass her into her arms, I just smile and say, "She's gonna be a handful, but I love her."
Miranda's just like, she's never done that before. Oh God, she's gonna do it again, isn't she? Oh God.
If you don't want her anymore, I'll take her.
Nope. Thank you. We want her. We love her very much.
Kate's
Thank
like, what
you.
about me? Said I was your baby.
I was gonna trade her for something for you. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
I'll just go collect my other pistol and go find Richard.
He's right there. David were talking to him as this happened. And he's walking towards the chef's body. And he's just like, oh thank God you were all here.
Yeah, about that, we're gonna have a couple of more standard procedures as these ships get unloaded.
Yes, I think that would be a great idea.
I would not thank our presence here just yet. It seems to me that many metas are mentally unstable, and you are gathering them all in a very small place. This will happen again.
What do you
You're
suggest?
mentally unstable.
These people have been abused their whole lives by their governments. Of course they're unstable. But I don't want to keep them locked away in the death sleep. The sunken place. Which is pretty much what it's like.
Look, we just gotta be more careful with people.
We'll murder the ones that come through. What's a little murder?
Kate's just like, that guy's dead. She's pointing at the dead chef guy. She's like, you killed that guy.
Killed a lot of guys.
Mila's like running over and she's like, come on, Kate, come on. Trying to cover her eyes.
One
Mila?
time, there was a guy walking
For
through
fuck's
the
sake.
forest, and I made a sexy lady plant at him, and he tried to do things with it, and I had to grow down her throat, and he died.
Kate's just like,
That's one of the most morbid things I've ever heard. I've
He
killed a
was
lot of
evil,
people.
not that much.
He was in my forest. What was I supposed to do?
Push him out
Well,
of
if
it?
you're gonna stick around here, not that, because there's gonna be a lot of people, you know, on a very small island.
But we could always leave her a small island on the north part where she could have a small forest for her own.
perhaps make a young girl go feral, crazy owl killer at some point in the future by appearing only to her after she's abandoned on that island by someone. A deal is struck with this at some point that she remains on that island and makes herself seen to no one. But when a young girl appears after 30 years of being alone, this can't help but to talk to this girl. People
Oh
don't
my
get
God.
this reference, but when we ran this campaign, but in the 80s, James's character recruited a bunch of young girls to fight Weir, and then left one of them on a separate island by accident. And they went feral, like ate rats and stuff. Gave people dead animals as presents and what have you.
She was one of my favorites. I taught her well. But anyway, yeah, no, I'm going to start telling very macabre stories in her pocket as Sarah drags her away.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah's just like, oh my God, what is this thing?
Well, I was considering a break, but we've been going for 2.5 hours. Should we have a break and then come back for a final segment?
Yeah, I could do that.
Sure.
All right, we'll be right back. We're back. Ahoy! So, you've made it to the promised land that's been made by a young 14-year-old girl. She brought all this place out of the ocean. It's now being planted up by an ancient, tiny fairy. A very creepy chef just showed up and tried to kill David's wife. For unknown reasons, Garth's suggesting security, and Richard's agreeing. And he's also just pulled out a little book from the dead chef's clothes. And he's flipping through the journal, and he's like, oh dear. David, you should see this.
Oh.
It's like the handwritten journal of the chef, and it's got he's drawn a picture of you in chicken form, and he's done the dotted lines to suggest good cuts, and it very much suggests that he wanted to cook and eat you.
I'm gonna close the book and toss it into the fire.
Just like, oh wait, it had a... Oh, never mind.
Oh, sorry. I'll try to reach it back before it starts flaming up. It had a what?
There were other things in there that I wouldn't mind reading, sorry.
Ow, 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 ow. Here you go. It's just slightly scorched.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Thank you. And he's like, just putting it in his pocket for now. Like, noted, don't read the book about eating the person around the person the book's about.
That's wise.
But that is the island. A couple of weeks will pass fairly uneventfully. The boat gets fully unloaded. It takes a couple of days. They start constructing more of these James Way hut style temporary cabins. They get the desalination equipment started to set up. And on the 14th of March, they kind of gather everyone together on the beach. There's a good 2,000 people on the island.
Nice.
They reached their goal.
Of them, more than 100 are metahumans. And Chozon makes a bit of a speech for people that are there to hear it. It goes along the lines of stuff you've already been hearing from him. This is going to be a new place where we can try something different, where we won't be bound by capitalist free markets, and where metahumans and any humans of any kind won't be subjugated by the government. We'll help each other. We'll all be free. We'll build this place off our own self-worth. And it will be Nirvana. And it's kind of a bit
We
of
said it.
a cheer from the like-minded people. No grumblings. No one shouts boo or anything, I don't think.
Yeah, because everybody here really had to work to get here.
I was saying blue worms.
Also, it'll be Nirvana, except if you live in the blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing the after credits thing?
Yeah, I think it's time. I'm willing to allow you to go up to 20 years into the future, so I'll gear you up to 1988. Is what you're allowed to tell of your story from this point forward. The war goes on pretty intensely. You're all involved insofar as you extract refugees from various places, I'm sure. Or at least greet them as they arrive. The USSR heads west into Central Europe. They get as far as like Greece and Turkey. And it kind of lasts 5 years. Nukes continue to get used, smaller yield tactical ones. Millions die in the war. And every country, by 1971, every country's assembled a metahuman team of propagandist super weapons, much like Major Victory. Would anyone like to go first?
Well,
I'll go.
I'm
Oh.
easy. Oh, I'm super easy. She spends the rest of the next, not just 20 years, but eternity, just doing her freaking thing, just in a different spot from where she started.
Gardening.
Gardening and being a menace and occasionally kidnapping or murdering people as things are
Mhm.
necessary.
Yeah. I see it. It's a big place for a tiny fairy that can travel through dimensions fairly freely.
She stays on the island now. It's a good place.
I think after maybe a couple of months, you'll get your first fairy visitor. They'll be like, this place is new. No, she'll be like, hello.
Hello. All the babies on this island are mine.
I found a new place, but clearly someone got here first. Very well. You may have the babies of this island.
Excellent.
If you ever want to visit my place and trade any of your babies, I'll be over here. She like leaves through a circle of mushrooms. Every now and then you meet someone else who's come looking for babies or what have you.
So I'm accidentally protecting all of the babies on the Nirvana.
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
That's this. Wow. Garth, I believe you had something for us.
Oh, I was like, I feel like Garth kind of starts assembling, a larger security force and doing everything he can, to secure the island. Like, so the first recruitment of metahumans.
After Chozon's
On-
speech ends, someone actually approaches you on the beach. He's very short. He's about middle-aged, not middle-aged looking. He looks to be in his 30s, early 30s. Middle-aged, lol. And he's a little person. He's like 4 feet tall. He's wearing a leather jacket, sunglasses. He's got like a crew cut. And he just looks up at you and says, "Are you Garth?" And he's holding his hand up to shake yours. "Name's Mawson. Jack Mawson."
I'm Garth. Good to meet you, Jack.
Here you're in charge of security, as it were, around the island.
I am indeed.
Just wondering where one could deputize for that kind of role.
Well, we haven't worked out anything official, but I'll do the hand chop thing. Like, thou art knighted, sir.
And he just nods. He says, "Very good. I've got some ideas." And kind of like, you do the tilt up. As he starts explaining, he pulls out some notes and pictures he's been sketching.
Okay. Yeah, so I feel like Garth sets up the police and force and might even wind up the foundations of NAC are laid down by Garth.
Mm-hmm. Most of those fancy training facilities. Definitely
So
brainstormed.
what, he's Steve Jobs? The foundations of Mac?
Not Mac.
No,
NAC.
NAC.
That's what
And
the NAC.
Nirvana Action
Champions.
Champions.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
In the 90s.
Garth is totally the one that came up with that fucking name too.
Yeah, probably. It's something you gave to Chozon, and he no, never. We will never do this. Then 30 years later, he's rubbing his head.
Yeah, but I feel over the next 20 years, while Garth is working on all that, and Nirvana's being built up, every now and then he takes 2-3 months off and disappears.
Where does he go? What's he doing?
And eventually, he gets his guy.
The Mossad agent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoky room.
And then, like,
what do you think?
probably, like
North Africa kind of style. Like sun peeking through the windows, hookah
no,
on the table.
honestly, I was thinking, like, Indonesia or
Oh, okay. So it's more
like somewhere in like one of those little jungle village areas.
okay.
So like same kind of feel, maybe like
Yeah. But like
maybe India,
mm-hmm. Like some bamboo dwelling.
Yeah, hookah on the table.
Bowler porridge.
But yeah, like maybe after that one, Garth gets back, and like a year later, the magic is gone, and he just retires.
Well, he's getting pretty old at that point.
Yeah. Like he finally achieved the last big thing he needed to.
Mm-hmm. Garth probably dies of like complications resulting from heart attack in 1982 or something.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or he could disappear forever again.
Yeah, actually, maybe that's what happened. Like, just like he finally gets his man, and he never goes back. The last we see is him flying into the sun.
You know that it's safe in Jack Mawson's hands because he's surpassed you. Is that about Garth?
That's about Garth, yeah.
Cool shit. Jared or Eva?
You want to go ahead, Jared?
Okay, back to Xinjiang, and also into what we know of as the stands. Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Making a motorcycle gang.
Oh, wow.
Because they're the modern horses.
Yeah. You absolutely could achieve that. The whole place is very USSR controlled, but there's also lots of tiny settlements.
Just kind of driving from place to place, occasionally
Yeah.
agitating against the government.
Nomad trash. Radical. That's awesome.
Yes.
Sick. Is that it for Chanyu?
2 people left.
What?
We weren't sure if that was all.
David?
Well, for David, it's going to be different. He's going to spend a lot of time with his see, but he's also going to go back into North, Central, and South America and help with the effort to bring as many people as he can back to Nirvana.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. On those areas, there's going to be spirit rumor that the hero of justice is fighting for not just metas, but for everyone that requires it. During one of those many trips, he is going to be looking at one of the slums in one of those really garbage piles places, and he is going to find someone that he's pale kid with glasses that he's eventually going to help getting up to Nirvana. Making sure that he and his family is well and fine, and spending the rest of his life making sure that everybody finds safety in one way or the other until he is retired and has to either, well, dies in action or stays back in the island with his family.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. In one of your trips to South America, you get into the fight with this extremely beefy guy who is later revealed as El
Yes.
Destructor.
I teach him a thing or two.
Mi sentido de destrucciones es tintinea. All right, Arambere, are you about?
Yeah. I think I remember it just travels a little bit around the island just to
Mhm.
get to know the place
Yep.
during like the first week. Then
Just goes back over to his spot where he originally went and started.
he will let Garth know that the bargain has been fulfilled.
It's like it's a couple of months later, and those drums of blood that you had on the plane have finally emptied.
Oh, I think I emptied those like during the first trip or something.
The first gorged. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I think I nabbed like a few people, some randoms off the street
Oh my god.
of the island, like 5 people or something. And I swing my way back.
Got some snacks for the road, those poor bastards.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Some
Should have
randos.
dealt with that blood mist.
Oh my god.
Wow, Rumberai and I were just the worst.
Some randos. Fucking Richard and Sarah Dunning.
They don't die that way.
Yeah, I don't think it were ever established. Car accident caused by pink mist that fled the scene with 2 warm bodies.
I think he only staying a couple weeks though.
Yeah, no, that he'd have to stay for years if he were gonna tech them and not break the timeline apart, cause a what's it called, reality quake. So yeah, the plasticity of the timeline allows you to take randos only. You go for key figures, Mawson, Dunning, Kipling. But then you get out there and you realise you just got a bunch of B-list high school teachers. You're like, bollocks!
But yeah, I think it's this.
I think that was Omega Illocution.
Yeah.
A bit of a weird one, I
Aw.
think. Definitely could have gone a lot better in places for me. But I still had a lot of fun, and it's always fun to explore this setting. A bit masturbatory, but when we play in this setting again, it'll make a lot more sense.
Yes.
It's always sad to see something good come.
But starting next week, we have a new game coming, right, Luke?
Yep, I will be running The Frozen Gods, which will be a low fantasy, gritty, realistic, but pretty cinematic, high stakes combat. Game of Thrones-ish? Political intrigue.
Elements of politics.
Elements of politics, scary monsters, ancient mountain frozen tombs where the dead stir in their very coffins. So yeah, that should be fun. I'm pretty hyped for that. I'm Luke. I GM'd Omega Illocution. With us today in order of smelliness, we had Arambere.
Hey, I'm the water playing sucking that went back to the jungles.
Back to the jungles.
In the jungles, the scary jungles, the Rumberay murders.
The stinky mist.
Stinky misters. I think it was a Rumberay.
Yeah.
A Rumberay.
Next smelliest is Garth.
Hey, I am James. I played Garth, the combat guy non-meta combat guy. Yeah, that guy.
You dodged
He was
missiles.
I dodged missiles. Thank
Yes.
God I bought that.
Thank God you bought that radar jammer, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Like this game could have ended very differently had I not had a whole bunch of extra money to spend.
Yeah.
Good thing
oh.
we went back into the plane.
We could have gotten there via the ways. It just would have been a different kind of scary.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a fighter jet that scared you in the ways. It would have been something else. Next.
I am still just like astonished by that bow shot.
Oh yeah, that's who's coming up next. Next smelliest. Who is biker gang? Chanyu.
Next smelliest.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think
The animal. There's a
David would
chicken, but anyways.
Oh, the chicken
Yeah,
probably smells a lot.
I'm
Yeah.
Jared. I'm on you. I initially played Ghost, but Ghost was a bit too dark for the setting.
Ghost
you
is
and,
off doing
um,
God's work in America right now.
Yep. I shot a plane with an arrow.
You hit the cockpit and it got the pilot.
And dropped it.
Yeah.
every good superhero group needs an archer. It's
Right.
It's always a must.
Yeah. Ooh, we get Sean you little arrows with boxing gloves.
His feet on the end in a Adventure Brothers. Next smelliest / tied next smelliest. David.
Hello, I was David and also El Pollo Loco. And I would like to remind everybody that it is not about running away from fears, but to fight them with all we got for justice. Kikiriki.
Very nice. And finally, she smells like flowers.
I do
It's-
smell like flowers.
We never found out a name.
Because if you learn my name, I have reprogrammable. That is a scary freaking disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm Tara. I played Is, the probably least or most useless character in this game, and it was amazing. Yeah,
You met a lot of sexy plants.
I did a lot of shit.
You made such obnoxious first impressions that no one ever wanted to learn your name.
I did distract the big scary man, so we didn't actually have to really fight him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But we're the Kobold Cafe, so we'll be back tomorrow with Star Wars.
Yeah, we're doing a pickup game for Star Wars because funsies.
Check that out. That looks radical. It's in Tabletop Simulator.
It's a lot of fun. Twitter, Kobold Cafe, website, the Kobold Cafe,
.com.
Patreon,
Kobold
Patreon,
Cafe.
Kobold Cafe, YouTube, Kobold Cafe, Twitch, Kobold Cafe. We have a theme. And to answer one commenter's question, no, the Kobold Cafe is not a thing yet, but it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like a real cafe.
Sue.
Full of
So-
lizards. Just full of lizards.
Watch for our franchise coffee places today.
They're bound to please every dragon's palate.
So tomorrow, Star Wars. Sunday, Windraker. Thursday, Star Wars. Friday, The Frozen Gods. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Blah, 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 blah.